Hello, hello. Let me just get my focus on here. And then go live. Okay. I am live in Instagram. Now, unfortunately, for those who are watching live in Instagram, I'm not able to see the comments. They have not, sorry, I'm not ready. They have not got that going for it yet. Anyway, yeah, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, these things we do. Hello, Heather. Hello, Judy. Hello, Karen. I'm just getting my little pieces of paper out. So if you share and invite a friend to come and join us, I will enter your name for the draw at the end of the video. And if your friend, thanks Karen, if your friend shows up and they say, Karen sent me, I'll add your name in again, okay? So I've got, Barb had shared earlier, let's remember to put her name in, and Kathy P shared, and Karen shared. Thank you for doing that. Okay, hello Darlene, welcome here. Okay, a few things to chat about today. I am so tired. I don't know why, but I am tired. So I'm going for a walk after this. I think I just need to get moving because I'm just like, I could crawl back into bed. That's not good. Kathy, hi, welcome here. And I do have your name down. Thank you for sharing earlier. Let me bring the camera down. Let me introduce myself. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. So basically Winnipeg, Central Canada. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you are in Canada, I would love to help you with your creativity needs. If you have one, that is wonderful. Continue working with your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but do stick around because I hope I leave you with some inspiration. There has been a lot of, you know what, let me, what am I doing here? Wow. April card classes. I actually have a, we're still March. Wow, I'm so ahead of myself here. I still have room on right here, Tuesday, March the 19th. I do have room in the morning for my simple stamping card class. If you would like to come, you're going to go home with 6 amazing cards, 2 of each, 3 different designs. It's just a super fun time. There's no fun folds. They're just very easy. Actually, let me show you what you would be creating in simple card class. So using that gorgeous die cut to create this kind of looking into the woods theme, a beautiful happy birthday card using the clouds, etc. And with these classes, so everything is die cut. You're just going to do your stamping yourself, but everything is die cut for you and ready to go. That's why I call them simple card classes, because the majority of the work is done by me. Darlene, thank you for sharing. But you get to go home with 6 amazing cards, beautifully done. The embossing is done for you. Like all of the things that I can do here at home are done for you except for your stamping. If you are interested in the tutorials, I do sell them. Just shoot me a message and let me know that you're interested in the simple stamping tutorials for the month of March. If you're in Canada, I can include the card kit. If you're not in Canada, I can send you just the tutorial. So there's that. And then my April classes, they are ready to go. Did I bring, you know what I did? this is what we are creating for April class. So my April card classes are always a fun fold class. That is on April the 9th. I'm ready to go for that. I will have basically just come back from Vancouver. I'm heading out to Vancouver for Easter and hanging with my kids there for a week. So that'll be fun. And I'm ready for April. My next simple card class in April is April the 16th. The cards are done. I forgot to bring them forward, so I can't show you those cards, but that class is ready to go. And I offer that class in the morning as well as in the evening, okay? So that is kind of the news, hot off the presses. If you place a $65 order with me, I do have the March to bundle tutorial for you that I would that I will send you. If you don't want to place an order with me, or if you're international but you are interested in the tutorial bundle, and there's anywhere from 45 to sometimes 55 tutorials in these bundles. They're from Stampin' Up demonstrators from around the world. For $25, I can send that to you. So all you would do is when you send me the e-transfer, you would just state March 2024 tutorial bundle, and I can get that off to you. Okay, why are you here today? I'm so excited to show you this. Now, you have probably seen these floating around because they've been quite popular here lately, and kind of like the Joseph's coat of many colors, kind of that idea. But this has a specific name, and I forget off the top of my head what it is all about. Heaven Best 2002, Carol, thumbs up and shared. Thank you so much, Carol, for sharing that. And thank you for the thumbs up. If you are on YouTube and you give me a thumbs up, it actually helps the algorithms. So thank you so much for saying that, Carol. So here is the embossing folder that we're going to use today. Layered Florals embossing folder. Now, you know how if you've been coming to my lives lately, I usually don't give you a sneak peek, but I want to give you a sneak peek today what we're doing. And I'm going to show you how I have created these. So this is one card, and this is another, and this is all using the layered florals. And then this is the other, okay? Now I'm not, well, depending on the time, I just might have time to do more than one card, okay? So let's start, actually, these two are using the same technique, okay, with different colors. So what you want is, thanks, Star, you want bright, vibrant colors so you can see that the leaves and the flowers are kind of bright and vibrant, and then your background color is dark. So you know what? For this card here, the colors, I should have pulled these out. I used, so for this one here, we've got Sweet Sorbet, we've got Orchid Oasis, and we've got Parakeet Party is the green, okay? Now for this one, I just kind of blasted through that one here this morning before I went live. We've got, let me pull this around. We've got Tahitian Tide is right here. Melon Mambo is right there. Parakeet Party is right there. And then the dark in the background is Starry Sky, okay? The dark in this background is Memento. It's just Memento, not just Memento, but it is Memento. This one here, I will show you later how I created that. But in the meantime, let's start with this, okay? So I need a green for my leaves. So I've got 3 that are already embossed, okay? But let's start with the one. So I'm really loving the Parakeet Party because I love that vibrant green that it throws out. Let me see. Is there another green? You know what? We can try just to change it up again a little bit. And I'll let you choose. We could do Granny Apple Green or Lemon Lime Twist. Cheryl, welcome here, and thank you for sharing. You're in for a treat. This is a fun card. So choose the green for me, and then let's grab some vibrant colors for the small flower and the large flower, okay? You know what? I want to pull in Azure Afternoon. I love this blue, okay? So let's do that. So we're starting already. Now I need, so we've got our green, Granny Apple. Okay, Granny Apple it is. And one more bold color for the larger flower. You know what? Do we want Berry Burst, or do we want to kind of go into we could go into, let's see here, Fresh Freesia or Highland Heather. So this could be one combo right here. Lemon Lime. Oh, sorry, somebody already said, oh, Lemon Lime was first and then Granny Apple. Okay. What is the name of the blue? This blue is Azure Afternoon. Love it, Cheryl. I love this blue. You know what? We actually have one Granny Apple and two Lemon Lime. So you know what? Sorry, Judy, I'm taking away the Granny Apple. Let's pull in the Lemon Lime. Okay. So here is the start. So we could go in with a purple, okay, or we could go in with a Fresh Freesia, or we could do the Berry Burst, okay? So you don't want to pull in too many colors. It's going to start getting too busy. It's going to start looking really muddy. So we're either doing kind of in the purples with Highland Heather. Cheryl, you want to order that? I will do that for you. You know what? Let me write that down because you know how my brain works. Let me, Cheryl Azure. And you know what, Cheryl, actually, thank you for saying that because I'm remembering that Azure Afternoon. Okay, I will do that. I got, well, all of us Stampin' Up demonstrators got notice the other day that prices are going up. So the re-inkers are one of the prices that's going up. So this is a great time to kind of just get stocked up on it. So if you look closer to the back of the catalog, and it's a 10% savings with the re-inkers, if you purchased like all of the brights, pardon me, it's a 10% savings. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to order the brights, like I'm just going to order all of the sets just so that I have them. Okay, Highland Heather. Highland Heather it is. Okay, so then I just need to think this through. That might work. We're going to give that a go. Okay, so let's start with this. So these are the colors of our flowers and our leaves. So this is what we're going to do. We ran this through, okay? See how this is raised on this side? This is the embossed side, okay? If I flip it over, the indentation is into the paper. This is called the debossed side. And that's actually what we're going to work on. We're going to work on the debossed side. So here is what you would see for a lot of cards with the raised, and it's stunning. Let's flip it over, okay? So we're going to move these out of the way. This is so fun. I hope you girls do this. So this is a 3D embossing folder, okay? So this necessarily will not work with just any embossing folder. And with the layered florals, it's actually stunning. Okay, so we've got this set up. I just want to make sure that I am going to be in camera. Let's start with the lemon lime twist. And it really, Doesn't matter what color you start with, okay? So these leaf areas are actually a little bit small. So I'm going to grab a Q-tip and we're going to pick up some color. And hopefully my phone is not going to get out of the way. Now this, or get in the way. This is going to look like a hot mess, but trust me, just wait for it. I am just looking for all my leaves, picking up some green. Is that a leaf? Yep, there's a leaf. And see how it's kind of darker in the middle, which is great, which is what we want. You can also use a small blending brush, but for this area being so small, I like the idea of using a Q-tip. Looking for more leaves. Looking for more leaves. I hope you girls try this. There's one right there in the corner. My Q-tip is getting a little ratty. There's one right there. You got to kind of pick the cardstock, the card panel up so that you get kind of that. There's one right there. I want to get all the way. Where else is there a leaf? I think that is all of them. Maybe this is one right here in the corner trying to hide on me. And you definitely want a piece of scrap paper behind you because it's a hot mess. I've got all the leaves. What do you think? Hi, Barb. Ooh, potato leek soup. I have never made that. I bet you it's yummy. And Barb, I do have your name down. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Highland Heather is the next color, or Azure Afternoon. I want to pull in Azure Afternoon so that Cheryl can see it. It's such a beautiful color. And let's grab, you know what I'm going to do for this one? I'm going to grab a dauber. So I'm just showing you all the different little tools that you can use for this. So I just have a little dauber here, actually. I have one that's already blue. Let's just take some of that color off and pull in. Ooh, Barb, let me know how it is. So we're going to pick up some Azure Afternoon, and I might go in there. Ooh, it's a deep color. Cheryl, you're going to love this color. So I'm just grabbing all of these kind of daisy-like flowers. Okay. I love making homemade soups. I'm not worried if I go over. I want to try and stay away from my leaves, but I'm not worried if I go over. Now, I have not used these colors all before, so you're testing this out with me as well, which is, for me, way out of my comfort zone. There are so many Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that just go for it, and I just can't. There's one right here. So again, just looking for those daisy-like flowers. There's one right there. Try to make sure I'm staying in here. I think I do love leek soup, so I'm interested to see if if it's a nice recipe. When I did my last card stack class, because when I do that, I always feed everybody lunch. I had fagioli soup and zuppa toscana is what I served, and it was yummy. I love this color. I have not played with Azure Afternoon enough. There's another daisy right here. You're going to watch this card come to life. And I've got one right here. Like so. Hello, Heather. Welcome here. Oh, you gave me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. What is the base of zuppa? What was it? Oh boy, can I remember? I think it was it. Sorry, my brain is in my card. You know what, Barb? I'll share that with you. I'll post it on my Facebook page. I can't remember what it was. I think it was I don't remember. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was so good. Okay, so that was the Azure Afternoon. I think I got all the kind of daisy-like flowers. And now let's pull in our Highland Heather for the larger flower, okay? And I'm going to use a small blending brush. And I am just going to pull in, I think my Highland Heather needs re-inking. It's looking a little lacking. Let's do that. Highland Heather, where are you? Highland Heather. So for those who need a little, just make sure I've got the right color, a little tutorial on how to fill your stamp pads, this is how I do mine. So I've got all of this yummy color sitting there. And then I always have a little plastic spoon in my caddy, and I just kind of massage that all in. So I'm just kind of pushing the ink down into the stamp pad. I didn't realize that my pad was as dry as it was. And you know what? Let's just pull that all off. And then I just wipe it down. Yeah, you're welcome, Barb. Not a problem. It was a yummy soup. Okay, let's pick up some color. There we go. Now I feel like I'm doing something. See the richness of these colors happening? So gorgeous. So I'm just doing the larger flower in the Highland Heather. And yes, it does look like a hot mess. So this is the weekend that a lot of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators have taken off, and I would not be able to go because our kids are coming in town. And so some demonstrators are in Houston, some are in Amsterdam. It's like, but you know what? My kids are coming, and that's more important, although that would have been super, super fun. So here is the Highland Heather being added. Are you all still with me? Yeah, you know what? You don't realize the colors, Heather, that end up going together. Or sorry, Carol, that's Carol. If you are on YouTube and you have not subscribed to my channel, pardon me, I would so appreciate if you did. Trying to get my numbers up. My bracelets are singing here as I go. So there's the fresh freesia, or the Highland heather. It's a nice deep purple. Oh, and I've got one right here. So again, this is the debossed side, okay? So it's the back side of, so there's the embossed side, and this is the debossed side. Cheryl, you know it. You know it, girl. Family first. Absolutely. Okay, so that is that. The last step that you do with this amazing, and I'm so afraid I'm going to mess this up now, this amazing technique is you take a, you could take your memento and you're going to drag that across, or you would take another deep color, and I'm sort of thinking Blackberry Bliss. I'm just not sure. I am just not sure. And actually, I don't think it needs to be, well, maybe it does need to be a deep color. What do we have out? What do we have out? That would be, I don't think I would like that. So I'm kind of thinking, ooh, no, I don't think so. So I'm either going to stick with memento. I wonder what it would look like with basic gray. I'm experimenting here, girls. And so, okay, starry sky. Starry sky. Where is my starry sky? I thought I had it out. I do like that idea. Where is starry sky? That's one of, oh, there we are. There we are. So starry sky. You know what? Thanks, Judy. I am thinking starry sky. Is that what we want to see? I think so, right? Here we go. Okay, make sure you're sitting. Everybody sit down. Denise, catch your breath, because now I'm scared. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to drag it across. I'm going to drag it across on this side, okay, because I kind of want to avoid that. So I'm going to hold it this way. I actually also need just a piece of scrap paper so that I don't get all inky. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's coming. Look it. Okay, so we're going to move our little scrap paper. Isn't this so beautiful? If you do not have this embossing folder, sorry to be an enabler, you need it. I'm sorry, you just do. This is not a want. This is a need. I kind of pressed right down there. That's what that is all about. And you do want your embossing folders or your stamp pad fairly inky. Isn't that so stunning? And I'm going to go down this way. And I'm not worried about some of the areas still being a little bit on the white side. So that was starry sky. So again, thank you for the starry sky idea. And unfortunately, that color is retiring. Now, you know what? I'm looking at my I'm looking at my screen, and this looks way, way, way more beautiful in real life. Look at that. Okay, so there is that. So then probably what I would do is, this is also, this is also a starry sky card base. So I would probably mount that onto starry sky. When I did this one, so this one was scratched across using Memento, okay? And then what I did was, this is Sweet Sorbet. I pulled in Sweet Sorbet because that was the color of the small flowers. And then I mounted it on a white cardstock. I think with this technique, I would stay away from doing that. So I'm thinking I should have either put that on a full Sweet Sorbet card base, or the, what was this one? Parakeet Party or Orchid Oasis. So this here would go right down on the starry sky, okay? I love this, right? Isn't this crazy? So this one was done on the debossed side again, okay? So there's your embossed side. Would existing folders say? Yes, if they are 3D, Karen, they would say 3D, okay? Now, you know how the name of the embossing folder is not on the folder, right? I always add it, but if it is a 3D, I always add 3D. So what you can do, Karen, is with your existing embossing folders, find out what the name is, like Google the embossing folder, unless you write the names already, but the 3D part is very important, okay? So that's the emboss side. You're going to flip it over. You're going to do that color fixing with a Q-tip or a dauber or with your blending brush on the debossed side. There's the emboss side, okay? And so now that would just go down onto a card base. So I don't know if I have time to do another one, but you never know, okay? So there's this one, okay, with the black from the Memento that ran through it. Hello, Regina from Germany. Nice to see your name. This one is the, I believe this is Orchid Oasis as well, Starry Sky, that I ran across with these colors, okay? So this is the one that we just did today. I adore this one. Okay, let me show you how I did this one, okay? It's such a fun technique. It is like magic. Okay, so this one here, and you girls can choose. I have pre-embossed. I've got Cherry Cobbler, I've got Melon Mambo, and I've got, Who Are You? Who Are You? And I told myself I would remember. This is Azure Afternoon, okay? So which one do you want me to use to show you how I did this one? Because it's kind of the same idea, but only different. So Cherry Cobbler, having a brain freeze. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Berry Burst or Azure Afternoon. Cherry Cobbler it is, Cheryl. Oh, and Azure. Let's do both. Let's do both. We'll start, and actually, you know what? We'll do all three. Melon Mambo. Yes, that's what the color was. Okay, let's start with Cherry Cobbler. What you're going to do, again, there's the embossed side. See how it's raised? The flowers are raised. This is the debossed side, okay? Everything is sunk into it. With that first technique, we use the debossed side. With this technique, we're going to be using the embossed side. And I'm going to grab my Whisper White. You want to make sure that your Whisper White is fairly well inked. And I want to kind of go more straight down and flat rather than dragging. If I drag, I don't want to drag at an angle. I want to drag flat. Okay, so let's grab this. So I'm going to drag flat. So this is Cherry Cobbler with the Whisper White, or the basic white craft ink, and I'm just dragging that straight across. Super simple, super stunning. Rita, you're late to the party, but that's okay. You're just kind of catching the tail end. I will show you in a little while what we did just before you got here. Okay, now with this ink, it is a little bit tacky. And if you want that to dry sooner, you're just going to run that with your heat tool. Okay, so there's the Cherry Cobbler. Isn't that stunning? Okay, Melon Mambo. Same idea. Craft white ink. I'm a hot mess. So I'm not going to have time to create all of the cards, but we'll see what happens. So here's Melon Mambo with the white craft ink. So with your white craft ink, it is a little bit tacky, okay? But it just causes this to pop. So the white against the color is simply amazing. So this is wet. I don't know if you can tell from your end, but it is wet. So far, here's the Melon Mambo, and here's the Cherry Cobbler. Okay. And these would make great thinking of you cards, sympathy cards. I'm trying to find somewhere to set that so it dries. And here is the Azure Afternoon. Let's see what happens with that. So again, the white craft ink, and I'm trying to run that across straight. Okay, I'm trying not to have an angle on it because I want to mostly catch the design that's embossed sitting on the top of the cardstock. Okay, and you definitely want scrap paper, and you definitely want like a post-it note or just an extra little piece of scrap paper. So I just tore a piece off. This is beautiful. It's light. I feel like I'm going to Hawaii. Could you do tone on tone instead of white? That is a very good question. So there is the Azure Afternoon. You know what? Why don't you, well, you know what? I'm going to be right back. I have, let's give it a go. Okay, fun technique. Oh, your granddaughters would love it. They'll be a hot mess, but they would love it. Let me give you something beautiful to look at while I go grab my cut and emboss machine. Let's see what happens with tone on tone. So what color do you want to see? Okay, Rita, what color do you want to see tone on tone? So there's my cut and emboss machine. And let me get a panel. Yeah, it might. I don't know. Let's see. I love that blue too. Azure, please. Okay, Azure. Let's see. do I have? I don't think I have an azure in front of me. But let's cut one, okay? So we need 4 by 5 1/4. So let's do that for our panel. 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, let's run that through and let's see what happens. Who's going to try this technique or whatever I have? It's okay. You know what I have? Whoopsie, sorry about that. I have a little portable file folder that I keep 2 sheets of everything. We're ignoring that. Probably a telemarketer. Yeah, so my file folder has 2 sheets of everything in there. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, it's a fun technique. It's a fun technique. There we go. So this was Azure Afternoon, and let's grab Azure Afternoon. Let's see what happens. And you know what? If you need like a fast card, like right now, this is so fast. It is so fast. So we're going to open up the Azure Afternoon. Let's grab our little piece of scrap paper and let's see what happens. I have not done this. How fun. Ooh. Okay. Not as soft looking. Okay. But nothing wrong with it. I'll pull the white beside it as well once I'm done. So this is tone on tone. Girls, what do you think? Yeah, this is beautiful. I have another 3D folder. I forget which one it is, and I tried this technique with it, and it didn't work. So here it is with the white, and here it is with the blue, okay? So it does work tone on tone. I prefer the white because I think I like the contrast better, and just the softness of it. But I wonder if you did, let's try that again with the other Azure Afternoon. So 4 1/4. I think I cut that one. Oh no. Okay, so let's run that through because what I'm thinking is if I tried a lighter blue. Yeah, I think that I like the white one too, although this is still nice. I mean, it's not like, ooh, that's gross and I won't use it. Like I will. I'll put a card together with it, but I just want to try something. So I forget what the other embossing folder was that I used, girls, but I think one of the reasons why this embossing folder works really well is just because, like if you look at the paper, the cardstock in the embossing folder, we've got kind of large areas of openness. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why this embossing folder really works amazingly with this technique. Okay, so let's run this through. So this again is Azure Afternoon, but if I grab a lighter blue, okay, let's see what happens there. So I'm thinking, I am thinking, that's totally the wrong family. I'm thinking maybe balmy blue, right? because I think pool party. Oh, yeah, the 3D shells. Say that fast 10 times. I'm going to try the balmy blue. Let's see what happens. So a deeper cardstock with a lighter contrasting blue. Let's see what happens. Let's see what, somehow I feel like I did not cut this the right size. I didn't. So this is balmy blue against azure afternoon. I think I'm kind of more sold on the white, but it was still great to try different colors, that's for sure. I prefer the tone on tone to a different color for sure. I'll pull that out and show you the difference, and I'm getting really inky here. Such a fun technique, ladies. So yeah, look in your stash, because we all just happen to have stash, and see if you have any 3D embossing folders. Country Floral 3D, I'm thinking would work. I don't have any of my retired stuff like right in front of me. So this is Azure Afternoon with Balmy Blue. And this is Azure Afternoon with Azure Afternoon, okay? So, and another, I wonder if black. I'm wondering if black. Do I have another? Let's do another. One more. 5 1/2. That's where I went wrong. By 4 1/4. So here is another Azure Afternoon. And I am going to run that through using black. Let's see what happens there. I just need to find my embossing folder though. Where did I put it? Maybe we won't do this. Embossing folder, where are you? Or navy. Yep, you know what? I do like that idea, but I can't find my embossing folder. Where did I put that? How does that go missing? Does that ever happen to you? It's probably right in front of me. Who else loses things? It's not a, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. So Azure Afternoon. Should I run this through? Well, you know what? I've got time. I'm going to do it twice. And we're going to do one in Night of Navy and one in Memento, and we'll see where that is. Oh, all the time. Isn't that crazy? And I get tired of talking to myself, you know. I get tired of saying, Denise, you put your Memento down on the left-hand side beside your take your pick tool, which it should be in your caddy. So there's one Azure Afternoon and another. So should we do Night of Navy and Memento and see? Is that what we're going to do? Wow, I've never played with Azure Afternoon so much in all my life. Cheryl, I will for sure remember to order yours. So my cut emboss machine is on the floor, girls. And there are our two panels. Let's ink those up. Although I do have to say, this is my favorite technique. I love it. I love it. Okay. I asked my dog. Yes, yes. Okay, let's do Memento. If I had a dog, I probably would too. Okay, we're going to hold that down. Ooh. Well, there's nothing wrong with it. And because Memento is, the stamp pad is built a little different, it's super simple to just leave it flat on the table. So there it is with Memento. It's actually quite stunning. And actually, you know what? This one was the balmy blue. Look at the difference. Oh, you can't really see the difference. I don't know if you can see the difference. This just pops. Okay, so that's Memento. And then emboss. Oh, what I'm doing here, Kathy, this is the embossed side. The other thing was the debossed side. And you know what? I do have another piece. So if you girls don't mind if I go over the hour, why don't we do one more on the debossed side? Let's do this one in Night of Navy. Okay, which is probably going to be kind of that same look. Okay, so this again is the embossed side. So our flowers are looking up towards us. Because Regina, are you still here? Because you missed the painting of the other one. So, and I just happen to have another panel here. So that is, whoops, I wasn't in camera, sorry. That is Night of Navy. So here we've got Night of Navy, and this is Memento, okay? On the camera, it looks very similar, but in real life, it is different. This was the balmy blue, and this was the tone on tone, azure on azure, okay? And this is the white, okay? As you're saying names that are not on the live I'm watching, are you looking on another channel? Oh, I think you're talking to someone else, right, Heather? Okay. I am on Facebook as well. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube all at the same time, although I cannot see any Instagram comments, okay? So this is the first technique. So for those that popped in late, let's just quickly do that. And then for those that shared, I will choose your name as soon as I'm done, okay? So far I've got Barb, Kathy, Karen, Dar, Carol, and Sharon. Cheryl. If I have missed you, please let me know. And I will add your name if you shared. Okay. So Barb, Kathy, Karen, Dar, my chicken scratch, Carol, and Cheryl. Okay. So here we go. The first one is my favorite too, but you girls have to help me pick colors now. So this is the embossed side. The flowers are up, looking up at me. I'm going to flip it over. We are going to work on the debossed side. I love this type of green. So the other one we used was Lemon Lime Twist and Parakeet Party. So let's build it with this green. I'm trying to pick colors that we haven't used. That might be too dark. We could do an Orchid Oasis. And a pretty peacock. What do you think of those? Thanks, Dar. So did you find me on Instagram? That's crazy. That's crazy. What do you think of this color combo? I wonder. I don't have any reds in there, though. I wonder if I should pull in. If I took out Pretty Peacock, what about that? What about that? Calypso Coral. I think I'm liking this color combo. Let's start with the green, and you girls let me know what you think of this as well. Okay? Yes, Karen says. Granny Apple Green. So we're going to start with, I don't know, oh, Regina, you are still here. Okay, great. So Regina, this is what you missed at the very beginning, although we did use a different color combo. Thank you for sharing, my dear. We're going to start with our green. And so I'm going to look for all the little leaves. And because they are little, I'm going to start with a Q-tip. I'm just looking for, yeah, this Q-tip is kind of done. Find all my leaves. Such a fun technique, girls. You really need to give this a go. But you have to use a 3D embossing folder. And you know what? Just grab the ones you have at home and test it out. You want to make sure that you are inking this up on the opposite side of what you would normally do. And there's no rule really with where you would start. I just tend to start with my smaller images first. So I'm just lifting this so I can see if I have leaves anywhere else. There's one right in the corner. Okay, let's see here. I think I have all of my green. Okay. Beautiful cards. Prince George, Marilyn, welcome here. Welcome here. Are you a Stampin' Up demonstrator? Do you have one that works with you? If not, I'd be happy to help you. And if you do, that's great. I'm glad somebody is taking care of you. Okay. Question. Do I do the big flowers in Orchid Oasis or do I do the big flowers in Calypso Coral, girls? Judy, thank you. That is so sweet that you would welcome her. Calypso Coral or Orchid Oasis for the large flower. And there is not a right or wrong, that's for sure. There is not. Calypso Coral for the larger flower. Okay, let's do it. Which means the smaller kind of daisy-like flower is going to be the Orchid Oasis. So let's pull that out and find those. And again, I'm not worried if I go over, because it for sure looks like a hot mess. Orchid Oasis is such a beautiful color too. So girls, keep in mind the inks and the ink pads, as well as other things. For those of you who are on my my newsletter, Darlene, thank you. I sent that out yesterday with all of the items that are going up in price, okay? So now would be a good time to grab some things before that happens. Just looking for all of those little flowers, making a hot mess Not worried about it. I am trying to not go into my larger flowers, but it's pretty hard not to, and it won't affect anything. And there's one more right here. And one right there. As you start inking this up, all of a sudden some of the other ones kind of pop out at you. And what did it look like, Barb? I think I got all of the, ooh, I am loving these colors together. Granny Apple Green with Orchid Oasis. Stunning. Look at, that's great. Oh, I love it. Oh, Marilyn, that's great. So you're with me. You're one of the girls that didn't go away. It was so hard not to, but I've got grandkids coming. I've got grandkids coming. Okay, Calypso Coral. Let's grab Calypso Coral for our larger flower, and I'm going to grab, I hope this is inked. I think I need some Calypso Coral. I do. Calypso Coral, you are a subtles. Is that you? Nope. Right there. Okay. Here's another lesson. Keep trying, Barb. So we're just going to add some fresh ink onto our Calypso Coral. We're going to find our spoon. Give that a massage into the pad. Marilyn, I'm glad you found me. I hope you enjoy your time here. Okay, we're going to pick up some Calypso Coral. Ah, there we go. Wow, I did not realize how dry that was. Ooh, this is going to look so nice. You girls need to be thinking about what is going to be the color that I brush across, okay? So it can't be any of the ones that we've used. Okay, so there's our Calypso Coral. Sorry, my bracelets are singing here. This is a stunning color combo. Look at how rich that looks. Just trying to find all of those larger flowers. Well, and you know what, Karen? It won't matter because some of what you're brushing is, this is what Karen is asking, okay? But whatever it is that you're brushing that kind of goes over the deboss side is going to get covered when we do the swipe, right? So great question. Because you can see that some of my color is definitely over, but I'm not worried about it because that just kind of all gets erased. I just want to make sure that I'm still in camera here. All the color combos that you would never think, right? This is just stunning. And that little guy there. So what color? Yeah, I was sad about not going, Marilyn. I was, but our children from Vancouver are coming in next week, and it was like, I can't do it all. I want to do it all. I can't do it all. And I'm flying back to BC with them, so it's like, yeah, I can't afford that. So, okay. So that inking is done. And now is a good time that you can actually look. And if there are little leaves that are still missing, it's easier to find. Okay. So this is the color combo that we did for this one: Calypso Coral, Orchid or Oasis, and Granny Apple Green. And now we're going to swipe across with one color and just watch all of this come to life. And all of this kind of hot mess looking thing just almost gets erased, right? It's just so, so cool. Oh, I'm glad you found me, Marilyn. You know what? I've been doing lives for a couple of years now, every Thursday at 1 o'clock. I'm not sure if I'm going live next week. It all depends how organized I am because our kids show up a couple of days later. So, oh, you're welcome, Heather. Bye. We'll see you later. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. So what color are we swiping across? I don't think I like the pretty peacock. I'm nervous about the gray. Somehow I don't think the gray is going to cover what we need to cover. What about that? No. So far, I think I'm liking Night of Navy. And don't forget to share, girls. I will enter your name for the draw, and we're going to be done here in about 3 minutes. What other? No, I think I prefer the Night of Navy so far. Or the black, but Starry Sky again. Okay. Granny Apple Green. Somehow, Kathy, I don't think the Granny Apple Green is going to be like it won't. What will happen if I did Granny Apple Green? The leaves are just going to fade. Okay. So it needs to be a contrasting color. So these are the colors that we used. So I agree with either Night of Navy or as Cheryl hollered out, Starry Sky. Although, is Starry Sky too close to the Orchid Oasis? And now those flowers won't pop. Mind you, it is darker. What about Peacock? What about Peacock? Pretty Peacock. I don't know. I don't know. Let's take a vote because I don't think there would be a wrong. Shaded Spruce is so deep of green. I don't know about that. Let's do a vote. Marilyn, thank you for sharing. Let me add your name. And then I'm going to do the swipe, and then I am going to Night of Navy. Okay, Night of Navy it is. Marilyn, I have a girlfriend, and her name is Marilyn, and she spells her name exactly like you do. Night of Navy it is. Lemon Lime is too light. I don't think it would, but you know what? I'm going to try that, Kathy, when you're not looking. Night of Navy it is. Let's do Night of Navy. So who missed the first one when I did this? I'm curious. I want to know who missed the first one. Yeah, and black definitely works because black is what I did here, okay? So black will always work. Always, always. You missed it. Okay, Rita. Are you sitting? Make sure you're sitting. Here we go. So this, again, is the embossed side. We painted or colored on the debossed side, okay? My little scrap paper here is so that my hands don't get any dirtier. And here we go. Just a straight swipe. Just a straight swipe. And you do want to be fairly well inked. Rita, this is a technique that you definitely are going to want to do with your girls, and you will blow them away. So all that's happening is anything that is left raised on this side is getting inked up. Okay, my Night of Navy needs re-inking, and so I'm definitely having issues with that. I am going to kind of lift it and drag so that I'm kind of dragging right there. But look how stunning that is. So that's the Calypso Coral, okay? And now, Kathy, do you see how the greens would not have given the contrast that we need? Okay. And I wish you girls could see how beautiful this is in real life, because it's entirely different. Okay. So let me pull all of these in. Let's do the draw. And then you're going to choose what card you want. So if it's a card that's not finished, I will finish that for you. Okay. So there's this one with the Calypso Coral. Let's go this way. And this is the one I'm not even remembering, but I think that was Starry Sky with Orchid Oasis. Stunning. These are the finished cards. This is the Memento, okay? And this one, again, is also Starry Sky, but I believe this color was Melon Mambo, okay, with Azure Afternoon, Cheryl's new favorite card. So these ones are complete, okay? Marilyn, it's such a fun technique. You have to give it a go. You really do. And then we've got, this is the embossed. Okay, so these are all the debossed side, okay? This is the embossed side with just scratching our white over top. And there it is in the Melon Mambo and Cherry Cobbler with the white. And then this is Tone on Tone, Azure with Azure. This is Azure with Balmy Blue. This is Azure with Basic Black. And this is Azure with Night of Navy. What? Crazy. Okay, let's do the draw. So here we go. If I miss your name and you shared, please let me know. So Barb, and my hands are a hot mess. Kathy, Karen, I want you girls to all win. Dar, Carol, our new girl, thanks for joining. Cheryl, Regina, my friend from Germany, and Marilyn, my other new girl. I hope you girls all come back again. I hope to be here on Thursday. If I am, I think what I want to do is I want to play with the wagon. Okay, so here we go. I am going to choose one name. Not looking. I'm not looking. I'm waiting to see if there's any comments. And I have one name right here. And the winner for today is Cheryl. So Cheryl, what card do you want, my dear? So these are kind of the tone on tone right here. These are the white on cardstock, and these are the debossed, okay? So we've got these four for the debossed, okay? So you need to make a decision which one you want. And I will get that to you. The first one that I did, this is the first one that I did today, right here. Okay? So I will finish that for you. It's going to be simply done, okay, with just a sentiment and some rhinestones. So what sentiment would you want on it, Cheryl? And I will finish that for you, and I will get that off to you. And I will keep your name with that so that I remember what I'm doing. Okay? And with that, I am going to say bonjour. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Thursday. I think it's sunny outside. I don't have a window where I am, so I can't tell, but I'm going for a much needed walk. I just need to get some fresh air and try to wake up. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day and a very, very blessed weekend. Talk to you all later. Hopefully, I will see you next Thursday. Stay posted. We'll find out if I am or if I'm not. All depends on how organized I am throughout the rest of this week. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, the one that was finished. This was the very first one that I did. This one. Just a little note to let you know that you are loved. And this one was the second one that I finished, that I did this morning. Okay? So did you want the black one or the blue one? Okay, so it's up to you. It does not matter to me, Cheryl, at all. I have a whole bunch of other cards that I need to finish now. So we will all talk to you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Love you, girls. Bye.